Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss under the chapter drilling methods, feed mechanism, screw feed mechanism, and hydraulic feed mechanism. The main object of this class is, after completion of this class, you are able to understand what is the feed mechanism, how it works, and what type of feed mechanisms are there, which is suitable for what purpose. And before entering into the chapter, in the previous class we deal rotary method of drilling. Under rotary method of drilling, four types of rotary method of drillings are there, depending upon the bits used, drill bits used for drilling purpose. The first one is diamond drilling. Next one is sawtoothed bit drilling, tricone roller bit drilling, and chill shot bit drilling. Among all these drillings, one of the most suitable for any type of soil or any type of rock is diamond drilling. For drilling diamond drilling, a bit used called diamond drill bit. It is a shell at the bottom portion. The black diamonds are attached to it. Yesterday a slide exhibited to see how the diamond drill bit will be there. Okay. The peculiarity of diamond drilling is to obtain the core, which is very important, exploration purposes. To obtain the complete information of a particular area, core is necessary. Core can be obtained by means of diamond drilling only, because of its hollowness of drill bit and drill rod. The core arrived generally. The diamond drill bit rotates at a speed of 300 rpm, and the pressure on the bit is between 1.5 to 2 kg for centimeter square. The pressure may vary depending upon the requirement and hardness of the rock. For making the hole, the drill bit rotates with the help of motor or power, and it against the surface of the ground or rock with some pressure. Unless it is not exerted any pressure, just the drill bit rotates, but cutting will not take place. Cutting will not takes place. To If the force exerted by the drill rod is, if you want to apply the force more, by motor or weight of the drill rod, generally soft soils weight of the drill rod is enough. If it is hard soil, some more amount of pressure is required. It can be obtained by a device, a mechanism is called feed mechanism. A feed mechanism is used to increase the pressure of the drill bit against the surface of the ground. Thereby, complete control of the drill machine takes place. The arrangement is called feed mechanism. There are two types of mechanisms are there. I would like to tell those mechanisms a little while after. To understand easily, here is a figure. This is diamond drill bit and this is the hollow half cutted. You are seeing half cutted drill rod. The pink color portion is called, do you know what it is? It is core, a cylindrical stratum of rock mass obtained during drilling with hollow drill rods. If it rotated, the drill rod penetrates into the ground. The uncutted portion or cylindrical portion entered into the hollow space of drill bit. This is called core. Okay. You can see or you can understand easily by seeing this figure. By seeing this figure, this pink portion is called core. This blue color rod is half cutted. To understand easily how the core will be there, here the figure is in half cutted or sectional view. Okay. So, in rotary method of drilling, there are, to obtain the required pressure, a mechanism is called feed mechanism is attached to the drill machine. Here there are two types of feed mechanisms. One is screw feed mechanism, another one is hydraulic feed mechanism. What happens in case of depth of the hole is very less or very short, up to 60 meters, screw feed mechanism is useful. If the depth of the hole is greater than 60 meters, hydraulic feed mechanism will be used. Here is a small difference. In case of screw feed mechanism, it exerts the pressure only. In case of hydraulic fluid mechanism, yesterday also we discussed in the previous class also, if the depth of the hole increases, the number of rods to be attached will be more. If the attached rods are more, the weight of the entire column of the drill rods is more. What happens? The weight of the drill rod itself is having huge force, huge pressure. Generally the rotary drilling is adapted where the depth of the drill hole is more. Where the depth of the drill hole is more. If the depth of the drill hole is more, what happens? The entire column of the drill rod's weight is more. So, the entire weight of the drill rod column exerts a huge pressure on the drill bit. So, the pressure required is more than what requires. The pressure exerted by the entire column of the drill rod is more than the required pressure. So, some of the pressure will be off from the bottom of the drill bit. For this purpose, particularly for this purpose, hydraulic feed mechanism is used to in such a way that the weight on the drill bit is not excessive. The weight of the drill bit is not excessive. As usually, the drill cuttings, those are arrived due to the abrasive action of the drill bit or sludge, will be sent from the hole to the surface by sending the water through the hollow drill rods. While coming the water from the bottom of the hole between the surface of the drill rods and the circumference of the drill hole formed, the entire water will come out along with it lift the broken pieces of rock or sludge which are arrived during the cutting of the hole. Generally, the water is sent into the settling tanks. The water is sent into the settling tanks. In settling tanks, the heavier particles of the rock pieces will settle, due to its weight, they will form like a mud at the bottom of the tank. Again, the upper portion, the water will be sent to the pump, and pump will send the water into the drill rods. For getting the core, only diamond drilling is suitable, that diamond drilling is used. The arrived core is obtained from the core barrels. There are three types of core barrels are there: single tube core barrel, double tube core barrel. Single tube core barrel is used whenever the acquired core is hard enough. If it is soft, double tube core barrel is used. There is another type of extracting the core is wireline technique. A catcher is sent through the hollow drill rods and it will catch the core. The another important one is sometimes the water while sending into the hole, some of the water may disappear because of the cracks present in the circumference of the drill hole formed, because of the fissures arrived, because of the cracks, because of the holes. Water sent into the cracks only, but it will not come to the surface. Because water loss, husk or sawdust or bentonite aquagel is mixed with the circulating water to seal the cavities, fractures and render the water to come up to the surface. Okay. Diamond drilling is suitable. As yesterday also the applications of diamond drilling is discussed. Up to 6000 meters, 225 mm diameter, wherever the core is necessary, the diamond drilling is used, and up to whatever be the hardness of the rock may be, it will be used. Okay. The another one is feed mechanisms. Feed mechanisms are essential part of a drill bit is rotated on the rock to be cut. The only rotary motion is not sufficient for cutting the advancing of hole. Some pressure upon the drill bit is essential apart from the rotary motion. The required pressure is provided by a system is known as feed mechanism. The feed mechanisms are two types: screw feed mechanism and hydraulic feed mechanism. For shallow holes, screw feed mechanism is used. For deep holes, hydraulic feed mechanism is used to act against the heavy pressure of the entire column of the drill rod. If it is more than 60 meters, we go for hydraulic feed mechanism. A screw feed mechanism in small machines driven either by hand or power or mechanically operated. The feed is by screw feed arrangement comprising a series of different gears. In this arrangement, the drill hole passes through the hollow shaft threaded on one side and provided a long key. The bevel pinion rotated by the lever gear of the main driving shaft has feathers engaging the keyway of the screw shaft in which imparts the rotation. Here you are seeing there are four gears are there. This is A, B, C, D. Here this wheel is, this is the slot, this is the chuck, hollow screw shaft, one in another. Here the screw shaft bevel gear is there. These four A, B, C, D, A and D are on the same shaft. B and C are in the same shaft. A and B are attached and C and D are also attached. Here you are seeing the bevel gear. Bevel gears, there are 3-4 types of gears are there: spur gear, bevel gear, like that. As already discussed in the previous chapter, energy is transferred from one place to another place by means of three ways: either by the belt, or by chain, or by gears. Gears is most efficient method. Here the rotary motion of the energy is transferred from the motor to these gears by means of a bevel gear. The advantage of bevel gear is it transfers the power in one plane and to another plane. One plane to another plane. This is the salient feature of bevel gear. This bevel gear rotates. Gear A will rotate. It has 38 teeth. It is attached to the gear B. The main aim of the gear is transfer the power with the desired speed ratios. Here also the speed ratio will come into action. To understand better, here in drawing also these lines indicate the shaft. Okay. Whenever this bevel gear rotates, this shaft will rotate. The rotary motion drives gear A. Engaging gear will be on the counter shaft. Usually 3 different combination of gears are provided at a knee, which can utilize the variation of rate of advance to suit the type of rack. Gear B through the counter shaft drives C, which engages a fourth wheel D, threaded internally to fit the threads of the screw shaft. The number of teeth on gear A, B, C and D as shown in the diagram 38, 36, 24 and 25. Here it rotates one revolution. If it rotates one revolution, these 38 teeth will rotate gear B with 36 teeth. So if it turns one complete revolution, gear B turns one revolution and two teeth. Okay, are you catch my point? Here it will come in mechanical engineering, in power transmission. Power transmission, there you can understand easily. Here B and C are having at the same, are rotating at the same only and only counter shaft, one counter shaft. If B rotates one complete revolution, C also rotates one complete revolution only, because the shaft is same. At the same time, C also rotates one complete revolution, and this D is having less teeth than C. If it rotates one revolution, it will not rotate complete one revolution. One teeth will be lesser than C. For complete revolution of A, D will rotate like this. The number of teeth and gears A, B, C, D and D are shown in the diagram is 38, 36, 24 and 25. One revolution. A is equal to 38 by 36 revolutions of B, and C is equal to 38 by 36 revolutions into 24 by 25 revolutions of D. Therefore, for every 75 revolutions of A will cause D to rotate 75 by into 38 by 36 into 24 by 25 is equal to 76 times. Consequently, for every 75 revolutions of A, D revolves. For every 75 revolutions of A, if the gear A rotates for 75 revolutions, for these 75 revolutions, gear D rotates 76 revolutions because of this arrangement and because of the variation in the teeth, number of teeth. Okay. Because this hollow shaft is having a screws, the difference between the depth, the distance between two consecutive screws is called pitch of the screw. If you rotate a nut on the screw for one complete revolution, the screw travels a distance. Are you catch my point? For one complete revolution, of A, the D will rotate for 75 revolutions. This will rotate 76th revolution because of the teeth arrangement provided on these shafts. The hollow screw is having a screws and it has a pitch. The pitch of the screw is nothing but the distance between two consecutive screws. For one complete revolution, the screw will travel pitch of the screw. Here, the number of revolutions in A and D are different. For every 75, it rotates 76. For the excess revolution of one revolution, this portion will come forward. It creates the pressure on the chuck. Thereby, due to the pressure transformation from the chuck to the drill rod creates excessive pressure on the drill bit. Are you catching my point? Consequently, 75 revolutions of A and D revolve 76 times, and the screw shaft moves forward by a distance equal to the pitch of the thread. This is 6 mm. The rod is advanced 24 mm for every 300 revolutions. That's why it creates the excessive pressure. This is the reason behind and this is the operation of screw shaft. Screw feed mechanism in boring. This is very, very important in every time, every exam. Either it may be mid or end exam. Feed mechanism, out of 2 feed mechanism, there is every possibility, there is more probability to get one question from screw feed mechanism or hydraulic feed mechanism. Okay, this is screw feed mechanism. The movement of the screw shaft is imparted to rods by the chuck. The pressure gauge attached to the roller friction collar records varying pressure. The setting of the feed decided upon the obtaining by sliding a lever to a desired portion for locking the appropriate loose gear, giving the speed required for ground being bored. The feed ratio may be changed while the drill is operating, so causing the drill rods to advance rapidly. So, because of this pressure in screw feed mechanism, because of the excessive revolution of the wheel D, for every 300 revolutions, 4 revolutions it revolutes more than A. Because of that, A4 pitch of the screws, which is equal to 24 mm, it advances more than the first wheel. It creates the pressure. Okay, this is the principle behind the screw feed mechanism. The another important one is hydraulic feed mechanism. Hydraulic feed mechanism is used for deep boreholes, not for shorter boreholes. The figure shows the general principle of typical hydraulic feed mechanism, excluding the engine and frame. Here you are not seeing any engine, only feed mechanism. Here there are different parts are there. This is the lifting bale, which lifts the entire feed mechanism. Here is a water swivel joint to enter the water into the borehole. This is the suspension box. This outer portion is hollow piston rod. This is the piston rod. Here there is a piston and chambers. Here V1, V2, V3, V4 are the four valves. V1, V2 and V3, V4 are the four valves. Here from this side, this is the inlet and this is the outlet. This is the piston chamber. A hollow piston rod is attached to this piston. The water enters from here, from upper side and lower side. Water inlet, this is inlet, downside. This is upper side. Like that, this water will come this V3 and V4 chambers also. If you see it looks like four chambers are there. This is the hydraulic cylinder suspended by engine frame. To rotate the drill rod, a bevel gear mechanism, you are seeing this is one gear and this is another gear. As usual, chuck and hollow bore rod. There are three types of rods are there. Bottom chick, here chick, bevel gear, hydraulic cylinder and ball bearing suspension. Here is ball bearing, entire ball bearing suspension. There are three hollow rods, one within another, that is inner bore rod, the middle drive rod and outer piston rod. This rod, this one is middle drive rod and this upper portion is called, this is called hollow piston rod. The piston is attached to the piston rod, the middle rod is attached to the hollow piston rod, and thereby at the bottom the middle rod is attached to the bore rod. Okay, are you catching my point? To understand easily, it has three rods. One is inner bore rod, this is inner bore rod, and hydraulic, this is drive rod, second one is drive rod, third one is one in another, third one is piston rod. Piston rod is attached to the piston and this bore rod, middle rod is attached to the piston rod and inner bore rod is attached to the middle rod. If you send the water through the valves V1 and V3, by operating the valves, we can send the water from only either upper chambers or lower chambers. It's up to you. If this piston rod, because of the piston attached to the piston rod, hollow piston rod, if the water is entered from V1 and V3, what happens? It creates pressure in the upper chamber, thereby it descends the piston rod. Thereby, because of the attachment of piston rod and middle rod, hollow piston rod and middle rod to the inner bore rod, the entire drill bit descends with high pressure. Because of the pressure created in the chamber is transferred through the piston rod and middle rod and inner bore rod, on the drill bit attached at the end of the drill rod. Okay. This piston may move either upward or downward if the entire water is sent through the V2 and V4 valves. What happens? Water entered in the upper portion of the piston, lower portion of the piston. If it exerts a pressure, the piston will lift. The piston will lift piston hollow rod, a hollow piston rod, at the same time middle rod. This middle rod will lift inner bore rod. Are you catching my point? This hydraulic feed mechanism is necessary whenever the depth of the hole is more than 60 meters. If the depth of the hole is more than 60 meters, the entire drill rod column weight is more because number of joints to be attached each other is more. Because 60 meters, if you used 3 meter rods, nearly 20 rods are required to drill the hole more than 60 meters. This 20 rods weight will be more. It exerts pressure more than required. In that situation, a feed mechanism is used to lift or to off the pressure on the drill rods. This device will lessen the pressure by lifting the bore rods. Water swivel, a lifting wheel always lift the entire drill rod column. So this hydraulic feed mechanism is used for lessen the, most of the times it is used for lessen the excessive pressure fall on the drill bit. Thus, the weight of the rod may be partly taken off the boring tools by upward pressure, or whole weight of the rods can rest on the boring tool, and additional downward pressure can be applied. In this way, complete control may be obtained over the pressure on the boring tool and over the rate of forward feed of rods. This is the these two are very important: hydraulic feed mechanism and screw feed mechanism. You cannot see these two things, and they are attached inner side of the boring machine, so you cannot see these machines. Okay, I hope you understand well regarding hydraulic feed mechanism and screw feed mechanism. Hydraulic feed mechanism and screw feed mechanism. Okay, thank you.